like the first fusion in like months, and it's not even like guaranteed to be any good or something we even use. But anyway,
Guess we'll find out.
see. So, okay, so it's a good way to hash this out. Cool, if you open up your inventory and go to cabins, let's see what we got. Honestly, could fuck with the idea of running the machinist, although that
Sold.
way might be kind of large for what we're doing.
But it has the fun little cubby hole.
Yeah,
Could
well, that's what I was
shove stuff in
thinking.
there.
The cubby hole might make it really easy to connect because you could just
Yeah.
theoretically slap it on there. That being said, the cabin is large, and very tall, so it would be what sticking out at least one pip, probably a good 2 or 3, depending on how you mount it.
Rough.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't really know what's... Okay, actually, let's start this way. What do you have for weapons?
Ones that shoot, ones that go.
Right, well, we want 360-degree ones. In theory, anything with explosive damage is better, since we're already going to have you.
Yeah, because I was originally, like, I don't know, like, oh, I'm totally blanking on the word. But, like, good it would mesh. But, like, in theory, if you're running longer range, could give the incinerators a go.
No.
Okay, got it.
This is A ramming build, and B, you absolutely need to have 360-degree weapons, because I don't have any on this build, at
Skinner's
least.
3.
Yeah. Like, Hulks could work, Therms could work, Storm could work, Thresher could work. You still don't have that second one, though. You'd have to go to your tech tree and then craft, because it's not a recipe one. It's a recipe one. It's not a work piece. So grenade launchers. It's gonna be the 6th grouping. That one. Yeah.
I could put an offer in for 1,000.
Right, but if you craft. No, even better when you already, since you already have the storms. But yeah, that should only be.
I
Oh,
do
wait
have
a
the
minute.
Maxwell for it as well,
What?
just on the build.
Never mind. There is a work piece for it that we got from Arena. Lol. Also, you
Also,
kind of are using the storm, I presume, for the trial, right? Where are you at with that anyway?
Not enough that I'm
What do you mean? Not
like, I
enough
can
that
always, I can repick them up if needed. Cause I don't.
What are you
Yeah, I
doing,
was in
bro?
the right place.
Yeah, trials. And then scroll down to auto cannons. And then professional. I mean, you're 3rd done.
Yeah. Could just use the swim set and get them done.
Pretty easy to get done. Oh, well, yeah. No, you got a good point. Yeah, that's fair. Anyway, if you go to storage and then resources. And then the Thresher work piece. Top left. Middle left. Yeah. So... Okay. You just need the done horse. And how much are those? About 400, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's about 1,000 to buy or 1,000 to craft. So I mean, if you want to use up the storm, I guess you could. Otherwise, you could just put up an offer and then save the work pieces for a rainy day. But I mean, it's 4 work pieces anyway. It's more than you're gonna need. So.
Yeah. No, I'll probably just buy it. No, I can hoard these storms.
Okay. Not to say that the Thresher are necessarily the correct answer for this build either, but at least they're 360 degrees, they're explosive, they're mid-range. If you go back to weapons, please scroll down. Yeah, I think unfortunately the Waltz is kind of the easy answer, which obviously you don't have. Do you have the... You don't probably have the Yagwai or the Jaboko challenge done, right? In theory, you could run 2 Vulture and a Jaboko.
Jaboko, maybe. I don't think so.
A lot.
Righty.
It's gonna be mine layers and drones.
So none of the mine layers by the looks of it.
Mine layers, yeah. So if you go over hero, or sorry, expert. No, wait, no, hero's correct. Yeah, so you don't have any, like, fucking progress. Well, you don't have progress on any of them. Okay. And then if you go down to drones, hero.
Hero again?
Yeah, you don't have any. So if you hover over Swarm Master 5, I'm pretty sure the vultures apply to it now. Yeah.
Yep.
So you could theoretically run that.
Okay.
Arguably, it might be better to just do it on the bus build. Obviously, I'm not using the bus build though. The easy answer is so Waltz.
Let me at the devs real quick. Maybe they missed the last battle pass.
They'll be like, for the low price of $200, you can fix that. Just buy a coin.
It's an option.
Yeah, I mean, unless you're sitting on like multiple thousands of coins of items that you don't want or need that you can sell, I imagine probably not a great spot. Yeah, I mean, that's not enough resources from the get-go. Mind you, can get another 1,000 or so from the engineer badge.
I'm pretty sure don't got enough, but...
Oh, you so do.
Oh, what? When did I get engineer badges? Cool. Like, yeah? Or would it be good to grab
What are
those?
you asking me?
Good to, like, toss one of those up, or...
Yeah, it's probably what I'd do. All the resource prices are in the gutter right now.
Wonderful.
So you definitely do not want to buy one. Why are you buying it? It's the opposite of what you want to do. You want to sell one. You want to exchange and then sell.
Yeah, yeah. Oh, yeah, that's...
You were literally about to drop 1,000 coins on it.
And sell it for 2,000.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you could also theoretically do multiple Wanderers containers, but they'd have to be like 250 or above to be worth it, so...
Probably should have checked. But I can do that after this.
They're not at that, believe me.
Alrighty.
If you just price it at 11111.2, you might find some. I don't know. It'll give you a clean 1,000. I don't know if you care about that or not. Yo, why is there an exhibition build called Titanfall? Click on that. What is that? Oh, this isn't a Titanfall at all. What the fuck? What's wrong with people?
I'm severely disappointed.
Damn. Anyway, yeah. Sad non-waltz noises. It would have been perfect. Well, shucks. 1, 2, 3.
It would be 2 waltzes that I'd need, right?
Yeah. 12, 36. 4, 5.5. Yeah, and I mean the cheapest you're gonna be able to craft them is 5.5-ish. So you're better off buying them for like 5-ish, but that's still
okay.
10,000 coins. So
yeah, well I can once I can try and get one for sure. at like the 5,000 mark, and then work on trying to get the next like 5,000. I don't suspect it'll be an easy like grind.
Well, it could be.
But
go to storage.
I'm
It
not
could
selling
be
the harvester.
really
just,
easy.
Just
Go
tossing that under
to
there.
go to cabin.
Uh-huh.
Boom, 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 boom. Yeah, in theory, even just selling your cabins would be another 5. If you go to weapons.
I do
I
got
mean,
a
incinerators
double
3,000. Remedy is another
harvester.
2,000.
Or Skinner.
So even just
Oh! Spicy.
even just selling your flame weapons would be enough.
But I like them. Like to hold on
Yeah.
to them if
If you
possible.
scroll
Um,
up. Maces if you're not using them. Multiple wasps. Crickets, which I know you don't use. Snowfall, which you definitely don't use, although they're not worth very much. So yeah, you could like get it twice over from your weapons if you go to hardware. Scroll down. Yeah, you don't really have anything saleable here.
Go
Go
with
to
that.
movement.
one fuel barrel.
There. Yes, unless you're sitting on a fuck ton of decor for some reason. Valuable decor, I should add. If you scroll up. If you continue, yeah. I mean, holograms can be a nice chunk of change. You have way too many flags. What the fuck?
For the craft thing in X faction.
Okay. Yeah, so either... I mean, you could do it from cabins, you could do it from weapons, you could do it from probably your paints, although I'm sure you don't want to touch those. If you go to resources... And if you scroll up. Yeah. Why do you have a decor container, Regan? Why do you have
Good
lead
question.
engineers containers? What the fuck are those? Are those just the prestige ones?
Yeah,
Why aren't you
I
opening them?
think.
Oh yeah. they
long.
definitely are.
What I'm gonna get.
Stable.
Same
easier.
reason why.
I mean, you can
got,
get 200
like,
coins from them.
oh, what? That changes things.
No. Kind of like that.
Nope. Fixed.
Well, I mean, hey, you're 200 coins richer.
Could sell that, get like $100.
What is that? That's got to be craftable from the engineers, right?
Yeah.
Why do you have one?
No.
It's like 80 coins worth of scrap just to craft one.
I don't know.
I mean, unless
I
you're
guess I made
banking
it at
on
one
getting
point.
the rare horn or something.
Yeah,
Which
I don't think so.
Don't like the chances of. Oh yeah, I mean, I guess you could sell it. I mean, in theory, you could also like full fucking YOLO on the paint containers, and then you could maybe pull one of the rare paints and like sell it for multiple thousands.
Can slap some of these up at $15. Those mad stocks.
Something like that.
Do
Dude,
that,
honestly, Checkers paint is going for a lot. People are quick buying it for 4,000.
Checkers, I don't think I got that one.
No, well, I doubt you do. But I was saying from the paint container.
Oh, okay.
You could also sort by sell price in the upper right.
not what I wanted.
It's close enough. If you go, you could just, yeah, stay where you are. But anyway, sell price, second last option. Okay, do by buy price because that's what people are asking for. Yeah, so not a whole heck of a lot unless you don't quick sell. Well, I mean, you shouldn't quick sell anyway, you know. But in any case, you don't have no checkers laying around.
No.
If you go to all, just the last category, I don't think we are missing anything, but I'm just seeing. Yeah, I mean, you could get rid of the Skinner if you aren't using it.
I think I might, because I got the fused one anyways. So,
yeah, well, you could sell it for probably 1,500 easy.
That's what I was thinking, yeah.
Because it's...
I don't know why it, maybe like the pulling builds, but it jumped a lot.
Well, yeah, I mean, I don't know. Skinners have always kind of been decent-ish money. So what's the spread? 13 to 18, right?
For which one?
Just what you're on. So that's 5. So you could probably get away with 1550 is the equal point.
Okay.
Especially because that should put you neutral for crafting cost. Because I don't know whether you bought that one or crafted it, but I know they're about 1,400 to craft at the moment.
Looks like I bought, I bought both my Skinners, and that one was at the 14 that I bought it for.
Yeah, so I'd probably either put it at 1550 or the 1555.56, so you get like net neutral. For what you bought it for.
556.
Yeah, no, 0.56.
Oh.
Yeah, because that'll give you 14,000 after tax. 1,400.
Spicy.
Yeah.
Like in theory, I could sell the incinerators. Like I haven't used them yet.
You did just in arena. It didn't go well. I mean,
Yeah.
honestly, so here's the question. Are you planning on sticking with a flame or, like, dog of some sort, like, ad nauseum?
Like the Sparktisfer build that I have currently, yes, I plan on doing that. I do want to keep the remedies because that was a nice alternative. So like melee flames, yes.
Right, so you could get rid of the incinerator, and you can complete that challenge with the Draco. Actually, I don't even think artillery is its own category anymore. I think they combine it into flames, so you don't even need the incinerator since you have the remedies done. So you don't need... unless you really want to try out artillery, you don't. You can get rid of that, and then you can just do the Draco for the next step. You don't need the Mandrake either. And the Draco is literally another melee flamethrower, so...
Mandrakes are so cool.
I want to try one out, but I don't want to try one out for 7,000. I also don't have enough money to try one out for 7,000 anymore, so... Well, I could if I canceled offers, but...
Can toss them up.
Yeah, you wish.
I do. I really do. I can probably toss it up for about 16. Try and get a little more.
I just do... well, you got them for 1,500 again, so I just... Anytime it's something like this, I would go for the, like, neutral point. Also, keep in mind there's a ridiculous amount of buy compared to sell. Now, that could just be people jacking it up, but with how close the offers are to each other, it might not be. So, you could, dare I say, try and wait a day or two and see if they spike back up. Obviously, that doesn't help you get a waltz, like, today, but... Are you done with the Yaogwai trial?
No.
Okay.
But I haven't used it, so like in theory I could sell it. Yeah, cause the Yaogwai is the throw drone, right?
It was at the top.
Oops.
Yeah, it's the Eat drone, but you already have one fused from the battle pass.
Yeah, so I could sell the regular.
Yeah. Obviously, kind of your call on the matter.
I
don't want to defang 90% of your builds for the sake of like one, you know.
I like builds, and that is Spark one and the this one. Sometimes, not that one. This one, but barely ever. So.
What is the bottom one?
The one.
Oh, right. That you proceed to not use. Right. Yo, scroll down. Bruh, use your blueprint expansions. What is you doing? You have 3.
Cause you know what happens if I need to sell them?
You don't, believe me. Boom, bam. And then if you click on that again, you should only need 1 more. Yeah.
Yep.
Well, another expenditure. So if you go back to your inventory and then go to the resources tab. And then you scroll down. Keep scrolling down. Okay, scroll up. If you open that surprise under the tree, it'll be another blueprint storage.
But it's exclusive and looks cool.
Actually, click on it. I don't know, is that the one... Did you already open the one that gave you...
The 2, yeah. So that one's just the CK.
You could get 20 more coins. You open all 5 of your containers, you could slap up an offer for the waltz though.
I could, but hear me out. One day the devs are gonna make them like tradable, and just like those miners containers, gonna get those sweet stocks.
Dope. Actually, if you click on the averter blueprint. Not assembler, the averter.
Oh, might be.
The purple rectangular prism. It'll be further down. That one, bottom left. Okay, well that's still full cost, lame. But it is... Oh, that was easy.
Hey, got the thresher. Problem solved. Rid of it.
It's what, 200, 500, 900. Yeah, so you don't even really save anything by crafting it. No, I was just thinking if it'd be easier to craft the parts for the waltz and then the waltz than otherwise, but it does not seem to be that way. Like, you might be able to get lucky on like some of the prices and get like 3.5. Yeah, no, you're still better off just buying the waltz for 5,000. Honestly, like 5,000 is just a really good price for legendaries. So I guess, yeah, we could probably just have you work with threshers for now, and then eventually TM get the waltz, I guess.
Yeah,
so,
when I can keep an eye on stuff and like as you know, I get the money, update prices, sort of thing.
Yeah. Well, you could also like still post the incinerators for stuff.
Yeah, I feel like they would probably sell pretty quick.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know if I'd hold out for $2,000 each, but if you post them at $1,750, you can maybe get the sale now, and then if they do spike again, they're probably not going to go like too much higher than that anyway.
Okay, yeah, I can give that a go.
Because it looks like their highest for 2 weeks was that $19.99. And mind you, $1,750 still puts you at the cheapest currently, so yeah, in theory, if you sell everything that people are buying right now, you'll have enough for 2 volts. But
yeah,
obviously
well,
people need to, fucking buy them, so.
Yeah, well, cause yeah, like I think that'll put me close to the 2 volts.
No, that's what I'm saying. That'll give if all of that sells, that'll give you 10,000, which is enough to put up offers for 2 volts at $5,000 each.
Yeah. So we're just waiting on people.
Yeah, what else is new?
But threshers, yay!
Yeah, it's a start. So, if we go back to cabins. And then if you want to just do default sort. Yeah, so your options are basically the machinist if you want the gun to have more durability, which might not be a bad idea. The Yokozuna if you want to basically just have me permanently speed boosted, assuming, you know, it plays nice and doesn't play like before. The Hadron if you hate yourself and are going to run multiple weapons of different types. So that would be useful if you're on like the Jaboko and the Vulture, but if that's not a plan currently, then and then I probably would stay away from purple cabins in general just because power score isn't a problem, but obviously the Bastion's literally doubling your effective HP is also pretty fucking sweet, especially because we're going to be running away from people quite frequently.
Yeah. Like, the Machinist does do a decent job of usually, like, sticking alive, so I wouldn't mind using...
It does that because you have a fuck ton of armor on it. There's only so much armor you can put on a combined build. Especially without causing us to tail drag.
So, like, some interest there, but, to the mentioned points and also it being, like, hella tall and, like, beefy, not sure if that's the best. I'd be fine to just stick with the Bastion and see how that goes, and then go from there, sort of thing. Yeah, unless you think we'd benefit, or like you'd benefit from the speed boost. But if that's the case, probably should test it beforehand. Sure it works, right?
Yeah, well, and the Yokozuna is also fucking massive. And unlike the Machinist, doesn't have a nook, which makes it kind of hard to fit on. Honestly, the Bastion might be the easiest answer. If for nothing else, then its shape and size.
Yeah, sort of where I'm leaning.
No.
Plus, third perk, I already got it pulled out, so... one less step there.
Yeah, so I'd probably slap on the Bootstrap generator and the Threshers. You just, like, literally anywhere on here and then see what you've got for energy.
Oh, those things are big. It looks like that leaves with one.
Okay, so that's kind of perfect in a lot of ways, and one off from perfection in a lot of others. Just remember to have laundry. Whoops.
Oh.
I'm probably just worry about it while you're actually doing the building part.
Okay.
Yeah. So ideally, so you're definitely going to want ammo crates regardless of what you do for weapons, because the Thresher and the Waltz both have limited ammo.
Okay.
Being one energy off means that for the Thresher, you'd want a RN seal, because it is an overheat gun. Since it's a grenade launcher, they have overheat and ammo.
Okay.
And then you have 2 Maxwell, so you could definitely use the non-tradable one and then sell the other one or use it in crafting. But then for the Waltz, you'd want to have a reload booster, so that works out well. However, here's the rub. In theory, we would benefit strongly from both of us having cloaking, because we can only get up to 90 kph for a short period of time, and otherwise we're only traveling 70, which is, you know, half the speed. issue what other people can do. But in order to do that, you'd need an extra energy point, which would require you to pop off something else. Suboptimal, obviously, to begin with.
Chameleon's pretty cool. I don't know, I'm for it.
Well, if you don't bring the radar, then we're going to have a lot of issues. And if you don't bring the cloak, then me having a cloak does absolutely nothing. And if I don't have a cloak, there's no reason for me not to run the radar. But if I'm running the radar, there's no reason for you to run the radar, in which case you could run the cloak. So,
Yeah. Like,
long story short, don't get 2 waltz, instead just buy an apologetic.
You still selling them? How much, right?
More than they're being listed for currently. Support local businesses. Support me.
I'm too broke. What can I say? Yikes! I can't go buy through like 4 Apollos. Unfortunately, I saw what happened to someone that did that once. So I don't know. I don't have a RN seal at the moment, so like the chameleon works because I do have the extra like 1 energy with the radar, and then sort of cross the bridge when it gets there, sort of thing.
Well, I meant a radiator in general. Do me a favor, test drive that build without the radiator.
I don't have a radiator on here. Is that already?
That's what I said. Yep. So test drive that, shoot, and see how long you can shoot for. Not long enough at all.
Nope.
So, yeah, you're gonna want a radiator as long as you're running the thresher.
Rough.
Yeah. Yeah, I ended up just crafting them. They're about like 1200-ish to craft, but you have to be with nomads.
Oh,
Hilariously, you already bought one earlier. I assume it was for crafting something else.
the harvester, if I recall correctly, it was in
Yeah.
recipes. I do have my swap, so I could hop to nomads.
Sure, but why do you want to?
For the radiator.
Yeah, but you'd still have to have all the prereqs for it.
I can just toss an offer. But if I'm waiting for other guys, decisions.
I think life's hard, for one. Why don't we just roll with what we've got and just expect that it'll probably be more raid viable than PvP viable. So, to begin with, let's see how fucking tall your thing is. Too bad I can't reverse shit. Let's see. Bum, 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 bum. Could work. If you want to do me the favor of trying to... No, wait a minute. Yeah, if you want to try putting the 2 threshers side by side on your roof.
It can probably be arranged.
You could probably spread them out another one as well, because right now they're going to collide. Cool, and if you turn on the AR, they don't have any complaints with that. Okay, so that could work. Yeah. It's going to be kind of rough to figure out how to put them together, I think.
Uh-oh.
Because for this to work with it being at roof height, the same as my roof height, which is probably what we want, you're going to have the connector behind your cabin. And in order to do that, it would need to be pointing down on something behind you. You can't just put it directly behind your cabin, because if you did that, it would be way too tall. So...
Okay.
If you're doing that, though, then it pushes the plow out, and then you're really reliant on your armor actually, you know, protecting you from things, because you can't just hide the entire back of the thing in it. So
yeah.
What shape does that give us anyway? I don't think you have my stream open, right?
I can open it real quick. It's up now.
Yeah, so like this is what I meant with the whole, like, my thing is 6 wide because I'm using the partisan, but it's because I have side armor. So in theory, you could run the large fenders, which are 4 wide, and then run the connector in the middle. But in order to do that, you need to have some flat surface up here that it's connected to. Mind you, that shape actually fits really well. And in order to do that, you would need to have your cabin, mind you, facing the other direction, because I can't rotate the cabin, but you'd want to have it sitting like that and then connected to it. And if you do that, you can't really put the bootstrap anywhere where it's protected. So you'd either have to kind of like have the bootstrap like wrap around, or you'd have to look at getting a gas gen, which, you know, is just another thing to add to the fucking docket. But even the bootstrap like that is
like takes up the whole thing, right?
Yeah, I mean, like, you can armor it. It'd be really relying on having a snug fit and having that be okay, which I don't know whether that's the case or not. But like, you could in theory run it like this and then just have the coupler upside down connected on the inside of it.
Try it. If I recall, the coupler does not like a lot of things.
Yeah, well, that's what I was saying. Like, I don't know how well the door knocker went, because like they uploaded both of them, so it seems to work okay.
Do you have like the open blueprint spot? Oh yeah. Wait, I don't got parts. Okay. I was gonna say could like download and try, but I'm definitely missing parts.
Well, are you missing any of the parts that are important for the connection? Because if it's just weapons or armor or whatever.
I want. For part A, the fenders are the big one.
Yeah. So if you look at the back.
It's not what I wanted.
You might be able to. If you look to the left. Oh, I see. It's. Yeah. I mean, we could give it a go. Let me pull up the second one. We'll see if it's easier for you. Bum 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 bum. The fuck. I'm doing something wrong about this search, aren't I? Is it? Oh, Cowley. Would be a lot cooler if it just like gave you an error instead of dumping the regular list of stuff. That's how you do it, right? That's how you search for author, isn't it? Oh. Interesting. I wonder if maybe me searching or labeling it and then changing broke it. Let's find out. I doubt it, but see, it's being very angsty right now with the button presses for some reason.
Yeah, it's not too good.
This Salem Cowley, right? Yeah, okay, let me see if I can just pull it up the hard way. Bum, 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 bum. Now, I know they uploaded Door Knocker B. And I know it had worlds. I do not know if it had a Bastion, though. But I don't want to have to search for literally everything. And obviously, I can't just search for the person's name, so.
Oh, so it looks... I'm not sure if this is... I can try it on my side, but it looks like you gotta switch it to author like it's a button. And then you search, and that's how...
Oh, thank you. Yeah, no, I'm just an idiot. Got it. Nice.
No, it's terrible design. Or, I am not a fan of the setup
My
myself.
exhibition just crashed when I searched it. Well, okay. Alright,
I'm
Salem
searching
Cowley.
on my side as well.
Yeah, it's not here. There is CDKA, which doesn't look like it's... Well, maybe. I think this was the general shape it had. I don't quite remember.
Yeah, I only get the one bit. Oh, wait, do I... Yeah, I still got stuff attached. That would do it.
Yeah.
CDK would be my guess.
Well, I don't think it was that. Like I said, I believe it was another big... I mean, it's possible they took it down off Exhibition too. But I'm pretty sure that it had whirls on the side again. Because I debated thumbsing up both of them. And I'm like, well, I don't really need to. I'm interested in the lights. I didn't think, oh, hey, this might be useful to test for the whole connection thing. So there's Door Knocker A. Mind you, it was also re-uploaded, so somebody took it and posted it again when it was already on Exhibition, so it's possible that Salem Cowley not only maybe did both of them and took one down, but it's possible that they weren't the one who posted both of them to begin with. Or that somebody else posted both of them.
Door Knocker and see if I can find it that way.
I don't know. Can you search by... No, maybe. Yeah, I'm being very small brain with the search filter right now.
It's not a good filter. It's bad.
It's okay. So if you save that... Oh. Well,
there is...
that doesn't bode well.
I want to say it's the CDK one. It's, like, it looks like it fits.
Well, but like I'm saying, like I've seen it before, and it was labeled as Door Knocker B, and it did have the same Bartizan flashing fender thing because it was made by the same dude. So my suspicion is it was posted for the other person to copy and then edit as they saw fit, and then they took it down, like what we've done in the past.
Yeah.
I was hoping that maybe they reposted it, or that the first person left it up, but I don't think we are so lucky.
Doesn't look like it.
Which is extremely unfortunate, because it would have been so much easier to just copy the fucking things.
Can't have nice things.
Well, I guess Ice Pilot and friends are back to making their bullshit, because even after the part score change updates, they have their 8,000. Oh, no, this is less than 8,000. Never mind. So they haven't updated. Dude, they have like 3 fucking versions of the double world of the tracks. My god.
Gotta spice it up.
No. Well, that's the thing. They don't, though. They're just running the same build at like 4 different power scores.
Spice it up. Yeah.
Ugh.
One power score is not working out, you can jump to another one.
Well, fuck. This is incredibly inconvenient.
Okay, I'm pretty, I was sad to come back to the fact and find out that the, T-Rex build, that had, like, the walker
The granny
was,
T-Rex.
was taken down as well, so.
Yeah. Shitty. Can't believe there's not another door knocker. Oh, you know what? Let's just be big brain about this.
You can search door knocker B.
And then we cry because they were last seen 5 hours ago, so it's not a great thing anyway. And they might not even be playing Crossout even more. Oh, no. No, they definitely are. It was the last game they played.
Oh? There's
so,
hope.
Fingers crossed. Ah, I can't believe we got the answer, and the answer is we're fucked. I hate that. I have like this faint hope that it was uploaded, but not as the name of door knocker. And that's like kind of what I'm holding on to at the moment, in the like hopes that if I just search for like other parts that I'm pretty sure are on the build, it'll end up showing up.
Could work.
I don't like our chances of that.
Whirl and coupler. Those are the two I got currently. No.
Oh shit, that's smart. Yeah. Putting the coupler on. Oh ho ho.
Yeah, big brain.
That is big brain. Yeah. This is good. Okay. A lot of people just making trains.
Trains are pretty good.
But they're no door knocker. That's funny. Somebody posted this, and it's Nova Droit right, but Droit is already French for right, so it's saying Nova right. Weird.
Right, okay.
Now this is interesting. See, we haven't tried doing the pseudo leg before, but like this looks like it could work. Mind you, they literally have all of the buttons on one thing, so you connect once, and then if you want to use any of your other gadgets, you disconnect. But I wonder how viable it is. My biggest concern is having like one person drive is hard enough.
It would be interesting to have a build that you could like.
Oh yeah, see? And there's left. Nova gauche left. Nova left.
But because those look like manageable, like one. Or like by one person, drivable on by one person. That's the one. So I think that would be a cool concept. Things are getting hairy, splitting off, sort of thing. Trying.
You lost me. What? Having one person drive is already difficult enough with the weight.
Yeah. So like you connect and stuff goes bad. You can like separate and then like try and break away and like live.
Oh well, no. Well, it's not going to work because once you get rid of your leg, which is what the rift is attached to, you're fucked.
Oh.
Then you disconnect and you're super gone. If there was like a build that does have the option to like connect or disconnect, would be interesting though. I'm not sure how you'd go about doing it. My best guess would probably be with hovers, because they don't resist too much when you have friendly hovers being pushed around. So you could connect or disconnect and not have it. That being said, of course, with this leg, it probably tilts. Yeah, so you couldn't do that. But if you had maybe like 1 or 2 hovers on the left and then the contact really far out, maybe. But also, you don't use hovers. I don't use hovers. So
I got hovers. Could use levers.
Have hovers. Don't use them for very good reason.
Could though. It's an option. Could also do like Cyclone Goliath builds. Like I'm sure it'd probably go poorly, but it's an option.
You need cyclones first.
or not a cyclone. Like a single Goliath track.
Chunky Goliath. Are you talking about making like 2 people with 1 Goliath track each?
Yeah, and then when stuff
You
goes
cry
bad, you separate.
when you turn around.
Just gotta make sure to call the turns.
I mean,
It's fine.
honestly, like you're joking, but honestly, the Uni-wheel, like the Unitrack build, might actually work with having 2 people connect because it's already self-balancing. Because they have all the modules on one side and their cabin on the other, right? So if you kept all the like modules outside and the cabins inside beside each other, it could work in theory.
Like, I'm game to give it a shot. Got a coupler build, got 2 Goliaths, so, you know, already rocking it there.
Yeah. I think, unfortunately, we are shit out of luck for Door Knocker B.
Bad. Who knows, maybe the person will come in clutch tomorrow.
I hate that. The fact that people can just do that shit. Terrible. It's definitely not seal clubbing running 2 arbiters at 6,000 power score, guys.
Oh.
Honestly, there's a lot more fusion builds than I expected there to be. Mind you, half of them are just people fucking seal clubbing, but like some of them are pretty unique.
Maybe their friend is bringing them into higher lobbies, so it's not actually seal clubbing.
Right. Yeah, I don't know. That's kind of the problem too, though, right? Once you get to the higher power scores, it's kind of hard to have a non-movement part, non-enormous build to fuse because, well, shit, to get power score up, you got to put parts on. To get parts on, you got to get, you get large, right?
Yeah.
It's kind of hard to, like, I don't even know how or if you're going to be able to reach 12,000 power score with this, with connecting to me, when you only have like a third the length of my build to like put stuff on.
Beat and then have like tank tracks as armor and hope for the best.
Yeah.
In other words, nothing good. But in theory, if I get or do manage to get an Apollo, which I'm not looking for because they're expensive, or just higher level like gear in general, that could probably help boost things up.
Yeah, well, I mean, if you slapped on fucking relics and an Apollo, you get there really quick. Like I said, it's just a question of doing it, effectively and without seal clubbing. Mind you, at 12,000, it's pretty much anything goes, though. Which is why we've stayed away from these kind of builds, is because you get matched with fucking 17,000s. Shout out to this dude who has a Rift setup, and it's literally just the cabin.
It works.
And a single frame for some reason that isn't connected to anything.
Builds.
See, that's interesting. They have a side-by-side, but it's actually managed by one person.
Oh.
So that could work because you still only have one person steering.
Yeah.
But also, if somebody sees this blueprint, all they got to do is kill that, and both of your builds are fucking useless. So,
just like change where the frame placement is, so they can be like, I know this one, and then they go beat it up, and they're like, that's the wrong one.
I mean, you should be able to, in theory, like make frames underneath your buddy's build as long as it doesn't stick out like too much stuff below frame level, because you can just leave a gap in the armor, right?
Yeah.
And it shouldn't be too bad for a single frame piece, but who knows? Okay, that's interesting. This is a tilted build. You see this?
Oh.
So this is kind of what I was referring to with the master cabin as well, because all of the power nodes are on the side. You could theoretically run stuff on it where the top is front.
Okay.
Mind you, this is still hella like seal clubbing, but this is the first build I've seen that utilizes the same concept.
Interesting.
I'm sure there's others that people just aren't posting because it's a little out there. Like, it's not, I think, the first thing people think of. Likewise with reversing Goliath tracks to attach it to the master. I imagine more people know about it than are letting on, just for the sake of not letting other people know. But at the same time, we don't see fusion builds like ever, so there's a ridiculous amount at low power score. That's honestly the most surprising thing about this, is how many are in like 5,000, 6,000, 2,500.
Showing all the new players the fun, cool fusions. Yep, that's the one.
The fuck is this?
A fusion build.
It's gotta be a 3-person fusion. Right?
I'd hope so. Haven't
like,
done that
no way
yet.
They just have one on the right here. Yo, is this just a fucking... Oh, okay, they've got nests. I was just thinking, is this literally like a fusion and they just have a fuck ton of Aegises?
It's an option. It works.
It's literally a better option than running nests. Did rewatch Mad Max Fury Road last night, which is definitely part of the... Which is on Netflix, by the by, if you haven't seen it yet.
I have not.
Definitely part of the reason why I wanted to make a go fast ran through everything build, to be fair.
Very nice, very nice. Glad to hear it was good. Stuff Soul can toss a Walt offer up now.
A single one?
Yep. It's progress. It's better than that.
Well, I think it's probably safe to say at this point there's no door knocker B.
We don't know that. Dude could have just not posted it. We're like, yeah, sure.
Well,
on that. ASAP.
I mean, I don't think there's one posted here. I've scrolled through many a page.
Toss the door knocker B up and...
Shit, you know what? Arena would have been like the best place to do a fusion.
Rough. Well, maybe same time next year?
It's very interesting that so many of these are just like one person's side and the other people just didn't bother to fucking upload. I'm guessing that it's probably doing the same thing like we did the one time where I just made both builds and eat the blueprint at you. Oh shit, that's what I could have done with this time. We could have been done by now. So anyway, I start crying. Let's see, do I even have an exhibition slot available? If not, I can just download shuffle stuff around.
I got like 3 spots if you need me to.
Yeah. I mean, I have a bunch of duplicate builds too. Just running different gear on the same shit.
Okay.
So, let's see. Kind of hesitant to like literally just AFK while I go do laundry, but I think that might be the best bet. Although it's almost definitely going to AFK out and time out, but at least you'd have like 10-ish minutes.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, why don't we... Okay, so if you go back to your build, we're just going to do quick and dirty real quick. If you grab your bootstrap and put it sideways on the back.
Yes it is. Cool.
So rotate it again so that the longer part is sideways. Again. Press X, then Y, then X. Okay, so if you slap that, you're gonna have to move it, I think, one to the right. So you're gonna have to move the ammo packs. And then, yeah, so one to the right. And then, no, you had it. If you just press B.
Oh, like that?
Yeah. And then for height, it would need to be what? 4, 5, 1, 2, 4. I think you can move it down one. It's 5. Nope, actually that's a lie. Move it 2 up. The other way. Yeah, so 1 more up. Cool. So if you slap the connector on that inside, yeah, sweet. Okay. If you lift up your car and then look at the connector. We need... if you want to rotate that one twice. Yeah, and then you could probably push it back 1 as well. Other way. Yeah, so that should in theory be testable for us connecting.
Okay.
Maybe. Well, it's, yeah, we're gonna have to see. So if you want to build the rest of your vehicle like around that, I have my stream open so you can kind of see the shape and whatnot. Basically, yeah, so for the first 6 depth, so right now you have it 4 deep. You can theoretically make it another 2 deep, although again we don't know how well it's going to play. And then currently you have it 5 wide with the gas gen. You can make it another 1 wide on the left. And then afterwards you can have it 8 wide, 12 wide, however wide you want, because obviously that's where the armor of the build is.
Okay.
So yeah, if you want to get stuff sort of placed and try and figure that out, and then we can, I'll go do laundry, and by the time I get back, hopefully you'll have more or less something we can test.
Okay, yeah.
For the foot, you're saying?
For now, like if I just keep everything within the like width of the plow, that should be fine.
So my back is 8 wide to begin with, actually. So scratch that about me saying making it 1 wider. You can actually make it like, oh wait, you can move your connector 1 to the left. I did not realize, or maybe not. What? Wait a minute. Is it not? Is it centered? It so did not look centered from the coupler to the bastion.
Oh,
my bad, it totally didn't look centered. Anyway, you can make it 8 wide for 6 deep. So if you're looking at my screen right now, you have an 8x6. So 8 wide by 6, and then after that you have as much space as you want. My build is 12 wide, so you're definitely going to want armor on the sides of it, like on the side of the plow, and a lot of it. But as long as the back 6 pips are only 8 wide at most, and like maybe just 6 wide for like ensuring a fit, that should be fine. Plus then it'll be armored by my build. We'll see how useful that is. Yeah, and then you're going to need to be... Your coupler is going to need to be 6 pips above ground, so you're going to need a rather hefty foot.
Okay. Sounds good. I'll start there, methinks. Cool.
Yeah. Cool. So I'll leave this open. I'll go do laundry.
Sounds good.
How unfortunate that Prodigy should watch the stream while I'm AFK.
Oh, yikes.
I did also realize, too, that if this is, like, viable to any degree, might be able to run it in PvP by just having us switch roles and me run Retros and you run the Yokozuna with Snowfall.
Okay. Or I get retros, put them on the list. Shit'll go fine.
Yeah. How'd selling stuff go?
Nothing. Since the container sold. Granted, I haven't checked if people have been undercutting me, which I wouldn't be surprised if was the case.
Yeah, granted.
So it looks like incinerators and are the only ones being undercut. And then no one's moved on the walls. But
Okay, well,
I'm also
fingers crossed.
asking, like, quite a bit under the buy prices, so.
Eh.
See, I'm surprised.
Well, I have a single Caucasus.
Ooh, exciting.
Oh, I need another 3. Did you just burn all your flags?
No, just clearing the
Oh, you can
notification.
just press Y on them.
What? Wow. Good to know. Thank you, thank you.
And to think you didn't slap those on the coupler. For shame.
Yeah, so have my concerns. I sort of just tossed all the parts around it because they sort of fit decently well.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's gonna like that though.
Yeah, for one, I'd swap the Maxwell around so it's attached to the cabin. Yeah, we'll have to see. I imagine you might have to get rid of the outer layer on the like sides, and you are also 1 layer too deep currently.
For the back?
Yeah.
Problem solved.
Yeah. Okay, so do you think you're going to give it a go then?
I can sure try. It stands.
Why are you
So,
more or less done with it otherwise?
yes. Yeah.
Okay.
I was, yeah.
You're probably going to want to change hotkeys of stuff though.
Oh. Thank you, thank you. Definitely forgot.
Oh yeah, you're such a lower power score than me. I mean, to be fair too, like I said, after the first 6 you can build 12 wide. So you do have quite the ability to armor still.
Yeah. I'm good to start with this. Make sure stuff just lines up first, and then.
Oh, I'm sure it won't on the first pass.
Oh, I know it won't if it's anything like fusion builds in the past. Aside from like one build that worked perfectly. You got a pink color you want to use?
I'm just running the corporate stuff for Syndicate, but
Okay.
don't necessarily have to. Just what I was running before with the... I mean, it's a Syndicate vehicle that rams things, you know?
Makes sense.
Oh, and of course you spun on the hill because I didn't change the map. Literally half my power score.
fine.
Hey, like you said, can always try with the Goliath tracks.
Exactly.
I'm not sure how you decided where your feet were gonna go, but I have my concerns.
I was like, this probably will work, and then I.
Yeah, I think you're gonna have to cut off the half walls. You might only need
Okay.
to take off one.
Okay.
We'll have to see. And then you're
looks-
definitely gonna need to make your feet at least another 2 wider, ideally 3 or 4.
Yeah, well, I think I'm too low as well, right?
Too low.
The
You
back
might
of
be
my-
1 too high. One or two too high. I can't even tell though because
harder
I
to
can't
test.
back up all the way. Yeah.
Okay.
So I'll change maps for one.
So make the feet like 2 pips wider, right?
Yeah. I mean, you have the. Yeah, so I wouldn't use the buggy parts because they're pretty high power score. You can just run the like 1x4s or 1x8s. But yes.
I gotta get my power score up. So.
Yeah. Like you could run the trays for width.
Okay.
If you go to structural part. Oh, you're already there. If you scroll down a little bit. The 3x7s.
Oh, okay. These guys?
Yeah, you could run those for width. And then that's what, 14 wide. What am I at? 8, 9, 10. Oh,
Probably do something.
yeah, and then if you use the what are the hitboxes on these things anyway? So if you actually swap around the ones on the edges,
What do you mean?
so press Y twice, and then connect it on the inside.
Oh.
And yeah, and then if you scroll down to APC parts, and then grab the 1x8, that should be fine. Might not be wide enough, I guess we'll find out. The small APC roof part. Middle left. Yeah. And then slap that on the outside.
Yep.
Yeah.
Sweet.
Don't know if that'll be enough, but it's obviously very minimal. And then if you get rid of the quarter walls on the back side.
These ones here?
No, sorry, the half walls then. Yeah, so that's 5 deep. So if you want to replace the half walls you have with quarter walls.
These ones?
The ones above with those, yeah. Yeah, so replace that. Because that'll give us the right depth. I don't know whether or not it'll help, but I don't think you'll be able to do it if you only have 5 out of the 6 for depth.
Okay, do I need to take off the brake plates, do you think?
I don't know what they're doing currently. But if they stick
Filling
out below
space.
the other stuff, then yeah, you could probably just move it up 1 pip. Yeah. And then yeah, well, we can give this a try. You might have to give the like we might have to lower the foot a little bit, but we'll see.
Okay.
Oh, whoa. What the hell? Why are you on the enemy team?
I couldn't tell you.
Weird.
Let's go and check the world map. Looks to be on the right team now.
Yeah. Omnis definitely make lining up the connection a lot easier too.
Oh, I could only imagine. Am I good to drop?
Not sure. Guess we can give it a go, yeah.
Full YOLO?
Was your connector out? No.
Yep.
Oh, it was. Oh, shit. Okay, I don't know what the problem was then. Well,
too high, my side maybe?
well, as a factor, yeah, maybe. I don't think that was, like, the problem, though, you know? Just one of,
all
maybe.
my internals blocking it?
I don't know. Let's see. So if you go into build mode, and then if you look at the back, from the bottom, you have what? 1, 2 connector, which should be right. 1, 2, then it seems okay. Yeah, if you want to try lowering it by 1. What you doing?
I was just looking for stuff to build with.
Why not just use the minivan sideboard? Those are 5 tall.
Oh, they are? Okay.
Down 1 more. Bottom left. Middle left. Bottom left. You're gonna need to move down to left to get an angle on both of the posts.
Yeah.
Yeah, I am wondering if the clutter around the coupler on your end is gonna prevent it from connecting, but I guess we'll just have to see.
Yeah, after this round, I can probably, like, toss some of the stuff on, like, the roof or something. That works.
Well, you could also
be
just shove
surprised.
stuff behind the plow, because the entire point of it is that you're gonna armor it afterwards anyway.
Yeah, that's fair. Already should be good to give this a go.
Ugh, I hate how we both have to wait so long.
I would imagine that they'd be nice and be like, people are speedy now and don't need like 10-minute load times. But nope, not the case. No insta start for us.
Well, you think with us literally both being here already and it being a custom one too.
Yeah.
Be nice.
Hey, maybe one day you can dream it's gonna be that good old content. Someday.
Okay, so that, I think, it's kind of hard to tell, but I want to say that the couplers are lined up now, right?
I want to say,
Can't fucking see anything.
here, let me try and grab a screenshot.
You don't need to grab a screenshot, I'm literally watching your screen.
Oh shoot.
The question is the coupler, which is underneath. That's the problem. Can't see that, but... Anyway, if you want to drop, we'll see, I guess. I'm
gonna say it's all the junk I got. Cluttering it. Here I was thinking it was so compact, so good.
Well, it doesn't help that we're having an overlap again as well. Like, it's not just like front, back, or top, bottom. It's like two L shapes on each other.
Yeah.
Which probably doesn't help. Mind you, I guess there's really no issue with me just making mine vertical instead. That would probably make things a lot easier for the both of us.
Yeah, well, I'm good to poke around with this a bit.
Okay.
Internals are should be like the only thing that's touching it is the boot strap itself. I think the radio's far enough away; it shouldn't be causing.
You need to lay it flat too.
Yeah.
Okay. Is your bootstrap on the roof?
Yes.
No, it's under a layer. So, could also potentially move that if that ends up being problematic still. Okay.
Okay.
Let's give it a go, I guess, yeah. These load times kill me. Is there really not a setting to change it? Don't think there's gonna be any smaller maps though.
Rough.
But I doubt this is gonna speed stuff up at all.
At least maybe the bot will go cap stuff instead.
What? No, they're gonna cap because it's domination instead of.
Yeah.
Well, they were doing that last time too.
Oh, okay. I take it back then, haha.
Yeah, mind you, there's still like sometimes goobers and come grab our objective first for whatever reason, but.
Full YOLO.
Yeah, they definitely look like they're on top of each other. Cool, if you want to drop. No, okay. I think if you want to remove the very back armor piece because it's still 8 wide in my 6 wide area, that might help. You could probably also drop your foot by another pip.
Okay.
ideally we should be able to connect without you blowing up your rifts, because obviously
Yeah.
it's sort of a one-time option.
Business here.
So I guess, yeah, you're gonna have to get rid of both of those then, the roof pieces. Yeah.
Should be.
Okay. At least, like, for the foot width-wise, it seems fine.
Sweet. It's basically the whole thing, right? That's all that's needed. Build complete. Player ready. I think you're getting caught on my armor or something.
Yeah.
Because it looks like there's a bit of a gap still, so I can
Unfortunate.
remove the top armor that I have that's sort of overhanging. I think that's what it is.
Yeah, well, I thought we cleared all that, but I don't know. I guess that's only 4 deep, isn't it? Or, well, no, you got rid of the back part, so our couplers are basically overlapping right now. They're not, but they basically are. If you just remove the foot.
We're not overlapping.
I think we are within like half a pip. Because your coupler's now at the very back, right?
Yeah, like granted I have a bit of it, it's a tilted view. When I go straight over top of the builds, like I can see yours, but I can't sort of thing. So it could be just angle, but
Yeah. Well, anyway, if you want to pop it. No. Okay. Yeah, so I think... I have a feeling this is going to be a very painful one to begin with, unless we just swap it to the horizontal connection, although who knows if that'll go any better. I really, really like the look of the connection dock, like right now, though.
yeah, I'm good to try and take off those parts that I think they're getting caught on, and then give her another shot. Don't know if it'll do anything.
Yeah. If you want to also maybe move the bootstrap to the roof, and then connect the coupler to like something underneath of it. You could, in theory, actually just move the bootstrap up one, and then put the. Actually, maybe. Oh yeah, you can. Sweet. And then maybe if you want to slap an ammo crate down there or something, literally anything is fine. Yeah, so see if the bootstraps may be the problem. So if you go into build mode, and then go to the connector just so I can see. If you can look at it from the side. Yeah, so that's 2 pips of clearance from the cabin, which is what we need. Yeah, I mean, this is getting extremely messy. I'll give it a go, though.
To be fair, when our fusion build's not messy.
Not in one time, like you said.
Very true, very true.
And I mean, we can make it a hell of a lot easier on ourselves by just making the horizontal connection. In theory.
This one looks cool.
Sure does. They're literally colliding to each other and yet not connecting.
Look at the back, you can sort of see it. I think you're hitting the cabin itself, and that's where, like, it's blocking it. I think.
Yeah.
Because in theory, there's this, like, the 2-pip block, it looks like, that should, like, fit in just fine. But yeah, that's, like, it sort of looks like it would be getting blocked by, like, the floor of your build.
Yeah. Alright, well, if you want to humor me and drop. Yeah. Okay, horizontal connection it is.
How unfortunate.
Can't say we didn't give it a shot.
So great.
No, this is still okay, I'd say.
I'm gonna step away for just a quick minute, though. Alrighty, I'm back now.
Okay.
How high up is the connector?
Great question. It'll be 3 pips away from the top of the roof.
Okay. Then how deep? Like, could I slap it on the bootstrap?
I mean, however deep you want it to be. I mean, depends how far you want your build to extend out, right?
I see.
So, that being said, I do think it would probably be smart to try and just stick with the fenders and see if that makes connecting easier at all.
Okay.
So down 2. Down 1 more. Yeah.
Then which fender?
Large fenders for me, so I mean you could try large fenders as well. I suspect it'll probably be too wide. But we'll find out. You would need to wrap it around the actual part itself. Well, actually, no, that could work. Okay. I was not aware that the cabin would let you do that, so push them in.
Ah! Yeah?
Yeah. Can you do it any further? I doubt it. I'm honestly surprised you can do it. Oh my god. Already then.
Doesn't work.
Yeah, it's because they're 4 deep. So, yeah, well, pull them out 1, push the other one in 1, and then I guess we'll see if it connects.
Let's give her a go.
Yeah, you're probably going to want to move the bootstrap forward a bit, just to make sure it doesn't fuck anything up. Or, yeah, play Jenga with your roof.
Works.
Alright, let's see if I'm any good at math. Alright, I forgot to swap back to the wheels. Lol.
Oh. Oh shoot, that's a robot. Okay. I googled that.
Okay.
But hey, you can switch out the wheels now. So...
Don't suppose you know what raids are at the moment, eh?
I can't actually check them.
Yeah, no, you can.
I can check them if you were able to invite after.
Oh, it's fine. It's only 9 minutes anyway. It won't make a difference.
Could be a frontier defense. Could sneak one in.
Oh, yeah, but then we'd have to save these somewhere, even when they're not working and not done.
I got blueprint spots available.
You do.
Hey, if they connect, just bring them into the right. GG's.
She says with all of her modules on top of the roof.
They'll shoot the cabin. It's fine. They'll shoot lower down.
Well, that's the problem. You won't be able to shoot back with all the shit in your way.
Fine. Defense. Also, can definitely still shoot. We're set.
Okay. Alright, moment of truth.
Click the right button this time.
Hmm. Oh my god. So finicky.
Enemy at the base. Move your axles.
Can't say I'm shocked.
Yeah, I was figuring the same. So close. I could drop, see if that changes something.
No. So, sucks to be you.
Rough.
But hey, for the low price of $30, can get that pack.
Ooh, you know, very tempting. Could do it. Won't do it, but nice to know there's
They're
options.
really nice fenders, to be fair.
If they were like $5, yeah, maybe. But
Yeah, you wish.
can't say I'm up for 30.
So
Gotta go spend that in Warframe, you know.
I think you'd have to, if you go into build mode, and then obviously get rid of those. Oh, you already did, great. I think, yeah, I don't know if there are any other fenders that can kind of fit the 6x2. The Bartisans are just so fucking nice. They're beautiful shape, honestly.
The big sad without fenders.
Yeah, well, you could do that too. I do want to see if they do benefit at all, though. So, would have been nice to do some science, but
Well, could test with just this and see if we can actually connect for once, and then like up to.
do you have the
poke
APC,
around.
the military truck fenders from the Doomsday Car Battle Pass? You should. Yeah. Okay, here's the first use case of them ever. The upper left.
This one's
Yeah.
like that.
Well, vertically, but you need to move them out one so that they don't overlap at the bottom. So you're gonna have to put some armor there to bring it flush.
Like that? There.
Down one. Yeah, and then try doing that on the other side with the other one. Because that would be pretty much the place that the Bartisans would go.
Okay.
Actually, can you move them one in? I was under the impression the tails would overlap, but... Well, that's terrible design. Anyway, so that's more or less where the Bartisans would go. Actually, let's see. How high off the ground are you at that? So you're 4, 5, and then if you go to the back, 6 pips, and I am 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so you're gonna have to drop the foot down one again, or just move your connector. Wait a minute. 1, 2, 3. If you go to the back again. 1, 2, 3, 6. Yeah, so you're gonna have to drop the foot.
Okay.
If you're looking for 3 tall pieces, you're gonna either have to use multiple 2s, or you could use the arm rests at the top. The armrests are the buggy corners. Those are the only 3 wide. Or I guess you could just use a single APC hard module as well, but those should work okay. I'd probably use the armrest just because there'll be less power score, I think. Bottom middle. Yeah, actually the same power score. Well, fuck it. Whatever. Dealer's choice, I guess. What? Bruh, make them vertical. And then... That's not vertical. Yeah. Just do... Well, put that one on the right side.
Oh, I get it.
And then
I
just
see.
connect to that. You might have to rotate them. It looks like if you turn on AR, it looks like there might only be two pips on the side, but 3 pips in the middle. Yeah. So just swap places. And then rotate twice. Or once for that one, I guess.
Thank you.
Definitely structurally sound.
Of course. I look at that. That's safe.
The meshes on these are such bullshit. For where their pips go. Alright, another one. And then, yeah, with the whole, if we can get this connecting and if it connects very nice with the fenders, then we can look at just basically pushing the back out as far as you need to so that your cabin doesn't hit my frame. Then that way, obviously, the more length you have, the more armor you can slap on behind your build.
Yep.
Whoops. I fucked up again.
Heck.
Your base is under attack.
Oh no! What? What is it? Oh my god.
Invites in a row.
Was that?
Wowza. 3 invites in a row. Wowza.
Actually, I only sent 2, very
I
interesting.
got 3 notifications.
Very interestingly. Well, it's maybe they're just stacking up all the ones you've ignored for the past years.
Years, sir.
Yeah, you heard me.
Sir.
So I'm not gonna lie, Regan. I think we might be kind of cucked again.
Just a little bit. Take off the fenders, try, I guess.
Well, we could also just move the connection up one.
Fair. It's not
Which I think would be better.
Okay.
Yeah, we'll give that a go. So Stuart, I noticed that for once in your life, you're in Siege by yourself.
Yeah. Well, it's usually because people aren't when I know people aren't on, they don't bother playing Siege.
For shame, brother. Anyway, I assume that you probably don't want to join us in Crossout,
Nah, I'm good.
which is a shame because we actually have 4 people who play Crossout, finally.
Who?
Bang Shield,
Never heard of them.
they're on right
Must
now.
be a nerd.
They're like the opposite of a nerd. They have 4 kids.
You're saying parents can't be nerds? Mr. Hart's a nerd. He has kids. He has
Seems
2.
more like a geek than a nerd, but okay.
He's both.
Okay. Anyway, how long are you on Siege for tonight?
You know, that's a good question, and I don't have an answer.
Mm-hmm.
Because I have to be up by 8 a.m. so I'm not sure.
Okay, well we're fucking around with fusion builds, but if and when
I hear.
Regan hops off, can... What do you mean you hear? What do you mean you hear, Stuart?
Sorry, what? I was getting into a gunfire and a gunfight. I was not paying the best attention. So what's up?
Well, if and when Regan hops off in any case, might be able to join you for some of that.
Okay. I'm not sure if you saw.
Doubt it.
I'm pretty sure you saw, but I got Tiny Tina's Wonderland.
10:18. What?
Tiny Tina's Wonderland?
Oh yeah, no, I saw that you've been no-lifing that the past couple of days. What is it? Is it a standalone in the Borderlands series?
Yeah, it's kind of like... The whole idea is that it's based off like... so did you ever play the DLC of Tiny Tina? Okay.
I'm familiar with it. We owned it, but we never played it, no.
Yeah, so it's kind of like if it was like a...
You moved yours one up, Regan?
Yep.
Let's do some science. You were saying?
So it's like if it was D&D mixed with Borderlands, but it's definitely way more Borderlandsy
Interesting.
and stuff. Like
Yeah.
there's still shields that drop, but they call them wards. There's different classes. Like there's like 7 different classes. Some of them have companions. Yeah.
I mean, none of what you've said is different from just Borderlands in general.
I know, but it's like your enemies are like skeletons and humans and like dragons and stuff. So it's medieval themed almost.
Yeah.
I would say.
Andrew's asking us about doing a Warhammer 40k type of D&D game, he says.
Oof.
Yeah, we'll have to see. I'm not really big on the lore or the rest of that, so... you
That
didn't
counts
move
are the
up
only way to go.
defenders, Regan.
I see.
Which is explicitly what was preventing connection last time. Yeah. So if you move those one up, we might be in business. Maybe.
Alrighty. Yeah, can do. Should be good to go, Mike.
Okay. Oh, you want to test drive first just to make sure it went through? And mind you too, it's not like you need the fenders or anything, it's just I want to see if they help or hurt or do nothing with the connection, because if they don't hurt at all, then it's going to be super useful to have them as something that we can actually slap on for extra armor that doesn't interfere with connection, which so far we found has not been the case with most of what we slap on.
Yeah, no, I'm good to poke around with it. See what works for science, all that.
Yeah, Stuart, do you know that Prodigy has a girl?
Since when? What the
Exactly. See, I know, right? He said that he's told us before. I'm like, no way in hell did I miss something like that.
fuck? We've definitely would have made fun of him about it before.
Wow. No. I mean, yeah.
Yeah, I would have.
Regan, your armor is too dumb, you think? Okay, well, it looks like they're at the right height. It looks like the fenders don't interfere. So as long as we push it out, I think we should be okay. Now, if you look underneath your build, I just want to see how far away the bottom of your cabin is from my frames. So it looks like, yeah, you could push it back a bit further. I assume you can't rest it. Can you look down and to the right a little bit? That would be up. And to the left. Can you look in the opposite direction that you're currently doing? Okay. If you go back the other way a little bit. Yeah, okay. Yeah, because I can't fucking see very well from this angle because your car becomes see-through. Oh, wait, do you have frames on there? Oh.
Can
Okay.
take those off.
Well, I don't know whether or not they're a problem, but it means that what I thought was potentially colliding is no longer a concern. So you could theoretically squeak all the way back if you get rid of your backside armor. That being said, of course, it like severely restricts your ability to put other stuff on the build. But what would that be? Another, what, 2? We'd work with that. We'd fuck with that. Okay. Mind you, you're going to have to make your feet wider again. Okie dokie. So if you get rid of the quarter walls, or half wall, whatever it is, yeah. Yeah, those ones. Boom, bam. Oh,
And that one?
right. No, not that one. What's the gap? Is it like a 1x6? 1x1x6, where the quarter walls connect to the fender?
Oh, yeah.
I don't even know of any 3x6 pieces. Actually, I do, but it's also too wide, which doesn't do what we need it to do. Cool. If you want to get rid of both of those quarter walls, and then we're going to do something really dumb, and if you want to slap a van window in there, ×2.
Righty. Right there.
Yeah, so, well, you can lower that one and then slap another one above, but yeah. It's like the only 3x6 that I know of. Or sorry, 1x3. 5x6.
Okay.
Kind of.
Then repeat on the other.
Yeah. They're not deep enough, yeah. Okay, and then you could probably... You have APC roof parts, right? They're going to be down quite a bit. If you got some at all. Yeah, okay, so if you... Oh, you've got all of them, nice. Okay, so if you grab the APC roof part, and then if you replace the truck sidewall that you have...
Both?
Better yet, slap that on the ground. Delete the truck container scrap walls. Yeah, those. There's 2, right? Okay, and now just slap your modules behind the plow. Not the bootstrap though, because it won't fit. We'll figure that out later, probably. Yo, wait, how is stuff not fitting behind the plow? Oh, it is. Okay. Actually, I guess that's it for modules that fit, isn't it?
Yeah.
Your bootstrap does not fit. And you don't have a gas gen. Like, I don't know. I don't even know how you'd fit the fucking bootstrap. Like, you could try getting rid of frames on one side. Does that stick down underneath too much? Probably.
Imagine so.
Whatever. Problem for another day. Another mission. Whatever. So, if you want to slap the roof panel on the outside of that, like all the way forward. Yeah, and then if you want to do that again,
still need to go get filled in, but I can do that after.
No. And then if you want to do it again, though, please.
Oh, like this?
So that's 8, 10, 12. Yeah. That's basically the width you have to work with past the van windows. And then obviously you can also build below. So you have the opportunity to make it pretty beefy, methinks. We'll have to see if you want to test drive it. Also, if you can push that other thresher forward so it's like centered on the cabin just to make sure. That those don't end up being in the way. Yeah, you also slap that radar on top of a radio, so it's sticking up a little bit too much. I'd probably push down the walls so that they're flush with the like side rather than the plow, and then put some armor on top as well. Because the plow is 5 high, but the chassis is only 4, if that makes sense.
Oh, okay, so drop it like 1?
Yeah, like that, or yeah. And then drop the modules inside 1, because you put them like as high as you could inside behind the plow. But you can drop them 1, then have frames underneath to protect them, and then you can put more armor on top. So you'd have to move the radio out of the way since the radar is already 4 tall.
That.
Or that, yeah. And then if you slap that, yeah, and then you can do the same thing on the other side, and then that way that lets you put armor across the top of the cabin behind the plow, and in theory you could even hide your explosives there.
Okay. Ready?
Then for the feet. Yeah, honestly, fuck it. Just slap the other trays, like lengthwise, widthwise. Well, maybe not, because then people can't pass by. If you want to grab the tray that's like lengthwise, and then just rotate it twice with Y. And then slap it on the end, on the outside. Yeah. And then get rid of that. And then just grab like buggy walls or barrel quarters or whatever. You can even use the, if you go down, you can even use the avio wings. They're a little bit larger at least. Yeah. We didn't move those.
Oh. Oh, I see. Okay.
We'll see if that gives enough space. Yeah, if you take a look at the back again. So that's what, 5 deep? My thing is 4, 5. Yeah, okay. Yeah, I think this might work.
Fingers crossed, right?
Find the fuck out. I guess. How long are you even on for tonight, Regan?
Should probably hop at 11-ish latest.
Okay, well that should give us enough time to finish this if it does end up working this time around, and then get raids done probably.
Okay.
That work for you, Stuart?
Yeah.
Or are you hopping off then as well?
I don't know. What's happening?
At the hour?
Go ahead.
Regan's hopping off.
I don't know.
So are you planning on hopping off with the next 40?
We'll see. I don't think so.
Kind of hard playing video games with you, brother.
Yeah, well, that's what happens.
What do you mean that's what happens? I'm literally free 24/7, my guy.
Yeah, and I'm not.
And when you are free, you don't play with me. That's the problem. You don't join the party. Okay, looks like we're gonna have to make the feet wider again. Fun.
So close.
Sigh. Actually, are the narrow wings 8 long? Because if so, that would work.
I can check.
Like, it would work by, like, a width of 1, but... Yeah, they're 8 wide. Cool. So if you replace the trays that are sideways with those... Yeah, so if you rotate them, and then replace the long ones...
Sorry, so...
So get rid of both
these
of
ones?
those. Yeah.
Oh, I see, cool.
And then if you flip it twice and then slap it on the outside, and then if you open up your inventory and find the small digger, anything that's like 2x6 or longer, I guess. So small digger sides work. Then you can slap those on the outside. That should be good enough.
Do they need to be like one pin like that, or?
That doesn't matter, just as long as they aren't more inside than the others. That's not going to be symmetrical. You had the other one fully connected by the 2 pips.
Thank you.
Monstrous. Trying to make asymmetrical. That's also not going to be symmetrical.
Ah!
All you got to do is flip no, you're fine there. Copy the digger side. And then just press Y twice. Was that Y or was that X? Yeah. And that should be good. Which I've been saying a lot, so we'll see if that's true. Don't you just miss this, Stuart? Hours and hours of trying to connect 2 pieces of metal together?
Not at all.
Wow.
I haven't been playing video games a lot often, brother, because of us moving. And trust me, I don't miss that. I'd rather move again. Haha.
Oh, I don't think so. So how's Breaking Lease treating you?
Oh, terrible.
Well, I mean,
Paying
you
almost
didn't have-
$2,000 because of it.
You didn't have to move out with them.
I wasn't confident in my abilities to afford my own place.
You could have just chilled there and then moved over once the lease was over, though. No?
No.
Hey!
So
Sweet.
bad.
It snapped really hard, too. Like, that wasn't even... Nice. Very nice. I'm actually over encumbered right now. That has nothing to do with, like, the build. Glorious.
Hard raid viable. Let's go.
You say as you lose one.
Not dead
Lose the
yet.
other.
Rocking that 300.
Yeah. So looking at it now, I realize that my armor is actually 1 pip up. So it would probably look better style-wise if you match that. But, I mean, you don't have to, right? I was just saying that all that talk we were just talking about. Yeet.
It's for the aesthetic, you know.
Oh, I know. I know. And to think, Stuart, I didn't even see half of your current place, and now you're at a different one. That's right, Regan pulled the same shit.
What do you mean?
She moved before I even saw her place.
I have a picture of the old apartment if you're really interested. It is literally a single room. But, can toss it
Hey!
over?
That sounds like what my place is now.
What?
Yeah,
Didn't
studio
you guys get a
apartments.
house?
So before it was a split level, so there's downstairs and an upstairs. So me and one of my roommates are downstairs in the basement. We have a full kitchen, full shower, and yeah.
I mean, it sounds
It's
pretty
basically,
flat.
it's okay. It's basically one big hallway and the doors to the bathroom and the
I mean,
two
you say
rooms.
that as if that's not what my place literally is.
I've
You
never
got a
seen your
big
place.
hallway.
Heck, Derek, you've seen more in my old place than you saw in my place. So don't come at me with that.
Whatever. Whatever. Okay, so I'm gonna save these. Save this. And say, yippee. It can work. And then we can probably get raids done before you hit pop.
Sounds good.
Oh look, a Frontier Defense. Oh look, it's for electronics, which we already have 9 of done for the week.
Can get 10? Yeah!
Yeah, well you actually need more, but I don't. And then it's a steel cradle for the other one, so. Feels bad, man.
Rough. Like if they aren't good, I can just get mine done at a later date if you want to do your solo sort of thing.
No, I don't want to do steel cradle at all, yo. This one.
Yeah,
oh, you
like
mean
if
you're
you wanna
not getting them done tonight. Gotcha.
Yeah, like if you want to wait for a different rotation for those ones, I can get mine done at a separate date.
Well, I mean, we can do the electronics one in any case.
Okay.
Okay, well that was a 2.5 hour stream, which I was gone for a significant part of. And we didn't even finish the build, but hey, now we have a connection system that we can build off of in the future.
It's basically built. I don't know what you're saying.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna finish the stream, and then if we get this raid done in like 10-15 minutes, Stuart, you're still gonna be on for like a half hour ish.
Yeah, probably.
Okay, so I can probably join you for like a match or two of unranked. Okay, well I'm gonna hop to Xbox. Actually,
Plot thickens.
why don't you take the opportunity, Regan, to get your 3 electronic raids done? Because I only need 1. And then you can be
Okay.
matched up with me. And I'll just go play with Stuart right now, since he's off soon.
Oh, okay. Okay, so I go do 2 electronics?
3 electronics.
Oh, okay.
No, we already did a hard raid earlier today, so yes, 2 electronics and then the easy raid.
Yeah, I definitely know what I'm talking about.
What? Well, then I only need 1. Yeah, no, that's fine. Yeah. You do the hard raids. Stuart, are you in a match right now?
Yes, it's 1-1.
Fuck, okay, we got time to do one, Regan. Nice. New plan. Just keep doing the thing. Anyway, I'm gonna stop the stream and hop over to Xbox.
I